Hey anyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Abhi on Camera, where today we're watching Young Justice Phantoms, episode 20. So, thanks to you guys, I learned that last week's, side story with Razor was actually kind of like a stealth sequel finale to an old animated Green Lantern show from the early 2000s. Actually, I have seen that show, right? Once you reminded me of it, and I went and looked it up. I have seen it. I just didn't remember any of it. Certainly not Razor. So, but knowing the context, remembering the context, certainly makes that episode a whole lot better, even though it didn't do much for the story. It was for the arc it was in, right? So while I enjoyed last week, right, I am glad to hopefully with this episode get back to the Rocket story, the main story. There's a lot of almost too many storylines going on. So, whatever. Let's just get into it. At least you're trying. Gotta give you props for trying. She tried, but it wasn't a hit, making it flippin' useless.
How does the Lord of Apocalypse tolerate such disloyalty?
It's not disloyalty, it was a weird trade agreement. So that's interesting. A little backstory to why they were able to place it there is because they found it out from Rocket. Which is just such a weird loop. Well, that was really cool. Star City. What are we doing in Star? Oh, hi. Hey, the depressed Garfield show. Let's see. You're gonna get fired? You're gonna get yelled at? You're gonna finally have a mental breakthrough? I don't know, Garfield. You're making it really hard for me to like you as a character.
Why you especially?
But I'm doing fine now.
Well, that's
Come
good.
on, we all know that this is
Now,
very
what's
much
this about
practiced.
quitting? Totally reasonable.
Grow up.
And
Don't
you're
remind me
really
how old he
guilty.
is. I really don't remember any of these people. You really think you could fool her? She's done so much now. So many superheroes at this.
Perhaps just Halo.
Again, I said this last week, but who in hell or heaven decided that Rocket and Jay Garrick would be a good fit for some kind of diplomatic mission like this? You need a big name.
Reason.
The new gods
Where is Batman?
request.
He can do this logically?
We do.
Hey, I haven't seen you, man. I remember when you were first. I remember when you were first introduced.
This is Flash.
Back in season 1. Wow, that was a long time.
Nice to meet
He is 102, which, again, it makes sense in hindsight, but it's still a shock to see it. 102 on a cake. I just realized that I was wondering who would be a better person to be here. Superboy would have.
you. Said it.
But he's off from the Phantom Zone.
I heard of Jor-El and so
Oh, great! Someone to be connected to the Zods. Maybe give us some backstory.
and the House of El.
How convenient. Hey, Phantom Zone 2. Let's see what these two are up to.
The Phantom Zone is a huge void of nothing. We have
I mean, those
nothing.
rocks seems to be a lot of stuff in that nothing.
It helps to stay.
Like, what are the rocks?
That's it.
So I'm gonna assume those two are gonna emerge from this Phantom Zone,
One more jump.
and everyone's gonna be confused because Superboy is reverted. Yep, Superboy's gonna join the Zods. Zods? What did this group call? The Dark Kryptonians? Phantom Zone. I'm not good at names, if you guys haven't guessed. Okay. How were you supposed to find the Phantom Zone projector
We're now
in this?
time.
Yay! Yay, it has a self-defense system. That's
Are you two reconciled?
makes sense. I don't know why those fools weren't even thinking about it.
To call her now?
No, I mean,
Haha!
I'd want some privacy,
Gotta keep
right? Some
pushing
of our makeup calls
the
get
questions
pretty
until
high.
he can no longer fake
Understood.
answers.
So tell me about the sleeping pills.
She is totally has nothing on her
Nothing to
clipboard,
tell now.
right?
I'm not using anymore.
Oh,
Don't need
come
them
the
anymore.
flip
So
on.
you wouldn't
Look
mind taking a
at
drug
your
test
eyeballs.
as a formality?
Yes, no, it doesn't matter. You can't take away
You're
the
failing.
outsiders. It's all my fault.
There you go.
Cannot be
The
saved,
self-blame,
cannot be
which is
saved. You
obvious,
should
but
return to
at
the
least finally
business
can
at hand.
someone can tell him that it's not.
Stay on New Genesis with Forager.
What?
Big step, boy.
Yes.
Very old. Just a couple
600?
decades over
16,000 short.
15,000.
years. Well,
Rise.
So, who wants to bet that Rocket and Orion are gonna have a punch out before the end of this episode, or at least before the end of next episode?
Superboy.
Oh,
Allow me to introduce my life mate.
so you know exactly who he is. I was wondering why you didn't know who he was, but
Who's this?
you do.
I've never seen anyone of
You're
this
just
species.
you're just fudging with him, which is great.
Species.
That's just
I call her Ghost.
yeah.
What?
Please say family again. Oh my god, if he can remember who he is before leaving the zone, that would be great. Rather than the cliche green eyeball. Somebody tell me what that green eyeball was.
Sun Eater absorbs all heat and energy.
A baby sun eater. Metron. What the?
It only has a rudimentary consciousness. I could start
What a
with
self-security
brain
system.
briefly.
You think you're responsible for Connor's death?
I knew she was just checking random nonsense.
She loved Connor.
And you didn't.
And so do you.
Connor's not the first
Finally.
one you've lost.
Thank you, Dino.
Last year, you and
I should have seen the signs.
you mentioned.
Oh yeah,
Ronnie.
Brion was the one that started the
You were blamed
Scarfield
for
show in
his
the first
death,
place,
too?
I could
right?
have gone with. They needed me to be better.
Don't you
Ought to
see?
smile in such a
You can
sad
do
scene, but
everything
it's
right. Bad things
it's
can
nice to
sometimes
finally see
There are
something
some
piercing
things we have
him
the power to
after
control.
such a long
Hard as it is to
season of
admit,
depression.
Especially for people.
Have stopped it all somehow.
I have to say, these scenes of just sitting down and talking, and
It's a start.
as I was saying, the therapy is maybe some of the
Really
best
start.
of Young Justice, right? I remember there was one episode in season 1, right, where they're all being,
I've lost all track of time.
they're all being interviewed, right, after a mental training mission goes horribly messed up, thanks to Miss Martian, like, forgetting that it was fake. And it was probably one of the best episodes of the show.
I will have those rings.
So, the comments seemed weirdly divided on whether or not simultaneously dual-wielding rings is a new thing or not.
Survive here. Our superior will.
There's the little bits, right? Kingdom, superiority. I still think they're good. They're better than everyone. Are we gonna keep going with the music, or is that it? That was good. That was. This is great. Oh no. No, please remember who you are, Connor. I beg of you. Don't remember who you are only to fall under their mind control again. I don't know what this chant is for. What are you gonna do, Connor? Oh, don't kneel! Ah, why the flip? Connor! I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised. We've just been over the fact that I knew this was gonna happen.
Is the projector.
It doesn't change the fact that it's frustrating. What an interesting label for the box, right? It's the Superman
Open
shape, right? But it's a red sun, or it's Krypton. Ha! Kryptonite.
As you sought, perhaps. But the
Decide what's of
Oh, hi.
Come with me if you want the entire galaxy to survive.
Hey, look! Major plot stuff. For something that's supposed to be a sun eater, it's really not eating them very fast, is it?
Prize. Mantis has found the Phantom Zone Projector.
I don't know. I can just... and that's it. We're done.
What light are yonder? Be not the moon's maid.
Is Forager reciting poetry to Forager?
Vestal livery is but sick and green.
Good job, my man.
Fools do wear.
And that was episode 20, Forbidden Secrets of Civilizations Past. And that was just one of those episodes where things just don't go well, right? The villains kind of get the upper hand most of the time, and yeah, it's not great. The best part of this episode was finally, Dinah gets through to Connor. In all honesty, you guys have heard me. I have wanted her to show up since the very first episode, right, where we saw him back on Earth. I'm like, can someone, somewhere, I beg of you, call her over here, right? And I still wish they had done that. I mean, it's been months, apparently. It's like, why not call in the League's resident psychiatrist when your friend's acting out, right? But they just didn't. I get, right? Things are so nice. I get that I can't put what I'm saying into words. That's for sure. But I get that things can't always go perfectly, but at least we're finally there. That's for the bad stuff, right? In an exploitation of the weirdness of time travel, our guys, Lor-Zod has the Phantom Zone Projector thanks to Mantis. Also, they may or may not have a little bit of that baby Sun Eater in the capsule with them. I don't know exactly how that works, so maybe if a little bit is enough to become something big, that might be an extra problem we have to deal with. Then, in the Phantom Zone, we thought that maybe Zod didn't know who Superboy was, but judging by how he, talked to his wife, he has an idea. And then, of course, we were teased with the idea that Connor is maybe regaining his memories. But then, after that really weird chanting thing, he bends the knee. Now, hope beyond hope is that he's playing the long con here. He realizes that he can't make it out in the Phantom Zone on his own, so his best bet is staying with the Zods for a while. But seriously, I would love it if he just pops out and everyone thinks, "Oh no, he's mind controlled," and then he just punches Zod in the face. It would be great. But I also recognize the idea that he could be mind controlled again. Hard to say. And it's certainly hard to say what the show will do, right? I can't guess that anymore, right? Especially this season. This is like anything, everything can happen. As for Rocket, this being her arc and all, nothing has happened. Right? She made an attempt to try and, reconcile with Orion, but that wasn't Orion, so it didn't work. And yeah, this is supposed to be her arc, but she doesn't. She just shows up in it, right? It could almost be Jay's arc, right? Because it was his birthday last week. If anything, now we really seem to be amping into a finale, right? So finale or some kind of big event, things are starting to fall in place to lead to something big, right? Rather than so many different stories, we're finally getting some of them crashing together. We're finally getting a conclusion where they all come together rather than just, random stuff happening at the same time. Yeah. Don't really have anything else to say. I'm tired. What was your favorite part of the episode? Over here is the next reaction where that comes out. Over here is a playlist of my videos, and on my face is the subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe, criticize even. I don't mind. See ya.